In this video, we are going over property taxes. So let's just jump right into it. So property taxes are going to be taxes that you pay on a property that you own. And so this is a tax that not everybody has to pay because if you don't own a property, you do not have to pay them. And one other thing to note about property taxes is that they are always based on local government rates. So it's going to be way different depending on where you live. So let's get into that real quick. So when you pay property taxes, again, it's based off local government rates and not your state or federal stuff. So property taxes are all about local government, specifically your county. So it will fund stuff like local police, fire, education, local infrastructure projects, and local libraries. So that's the primary things that property taxes pay for at the local level. So before we get into making these property tax calculations, just a few notes for you here. The property tax calculations are very easy to make. It's a very simple calculation, and it's based on a percentage of your home or property value. So whatever the value of your home is, a percentage of that will be your property tax. And so the rates, what you are taxed on that is going to be different throughout the United States, and it's going to depend on your county rate. So make this note that the county you live in controls your property taxes because the county is the one that sets the property tax rate or the percentage of your home value that they take. And then the county officials are the ones that actually assess and appraise the value of your property or home. So the county really has all the control when it comes to property taxes. So let's look at the US map here. And this map is going to show the median property tax paid by county in 2019. This is the most recent map that I could find, and I thought it was a very good visual that, again, the lower the property tax paid is going to be the lighter green color, and the higher the property taxes paid per year is going to be the dark blue. And so, again, you can see the highest property taxes paid are here in the Northeast, over here kind of by Chicago area, the big cities in Texas, most of California, and then the Northwest has pretty high property taxes paid as well. But again, it's going to be different depending on your county. So now let's jump into those property tax calculations, and you only need to know two things: your appraised home value and what your county tax rate is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to multiply your home value by your county tax rate multiplier. Not your county tax rate, but your multiplier that you find. And again, we'll figure out how to do that real quick here. So let's say your appraised home value is going to be $475,000 and your county tax rate is 1.25%. So you're going to be taxed 1.25% of $475,000, and that's how you figure out your property tax owed. So to do this, we have to divide our tax rate by 100, and that gives us our multiplier that we need. And that right here is what we're going to multiply 475,000 by. So you then take your appraised home value of $475,000. You're going to multiply that by your county tax rate multiplier, which in this case is 0.0125. And that's going to give you the amount of property taxes that you owe for the year. So in this scenario, person owes $5,937.50 in property taxes. Let's do one more example, and let's say the appraised home value is $315,850 and the county tax rate is 0.83%. So we're going to do the exact same process. We're just going to divide that by 100 to get our multiplier, and that's going to be 0.0083. And now we're just going to take that multiplier and multiply it by our appraised home value, and then we are going to figure out our property taxes. So here we go, make that calculation. So in this case, $2,621.56 owed in property taxes. So if you are interested in learning about the property taxes where you live, you can actually find this online using SmartAssets Property Tax Calculator, and we are going to go do that right now. We are in SmartAssets Property Tax Calculator. It's an estimator. It might not be exact, but it's going to give you a very good idea of what your taxes would be like depending on where you live. So again, you can enter in your location here and then your home value here. So you can see that, let's say, a $500,000 house in New York Mills, Minnesota, which is Otter Tail County, where the tax rate is 0.82%. The property taxes you're going to pay is going to be roughly $4,100 on that home value. Again, if we decrease the home value, it's going to decrease the property taxes. If we increase it, it's going to increase it. But let's go now. Let's do that $500,000 house for where we live. Let's go Portland, Oregon. And that's going to give us idea what Portland, Oregon, not the first place to pop up. You would think it'd at least be second. All right, so here we go. Average county tax rate for Clackamas County is 0.98%, 4,900 annual on a $500,000. Let's go to Gresham, which will be in Multnomah County, and it's a little bit higher tax rate, so you're going to pay a little bit more in those property taxes. Again, you can mess around with this, type in any location you can think of in the US and mess with the house value here, and you can see what the property taxes will look like. So I hope you found this video helpful in understanding property taxes, and as I end every video with, always take it easy.